And welcome race fans to Talladega Super Speedway. We're here once again for 80 laps of the trucks for Red Dog Racing. Should be a fun and fast race tonight. You'll see a lot of 3 wide, maybe pushing it for 4 wide, a lot of tandem. Just a lot of things can happen. Everything comes down to the last lap, of course. Here it's on the Talladega Super Speedway. Well, facts: 2.66 miles, 4 turns. And we'll go down the points here. It's also the 17th race of the season for Red Dog Truck Series, 4th race of the chase. On the points poll, we have Clint Stanley with the lead over 25 points over Aaron Hutchinson, followed by Brooks Morris behind 91 points behind the leader. So far on practice, on top of the board is Todd Guerin with a 50.975. Followed by Jorge Leal in the 13 machine with a 51.018, and Benjamin Fuller in the 36 machine with a 51.024. Qualifying should be wrapping up here pretty soon, and we should get the green flag here momentarily. Alright guys, and the engines have started up. Cars are fielding as they speak. Once again on the pole, we got the number 8 machine, Todd Guerin. Outside pole, second spot, number 13, Jorge Leal. Second row on the inside, number 36 of Benjamin Fuller. Second row on the outside, number 14 of 10 Merchant.
Over fifth and eighth, we got Glenn Stanley in the 29 car, Corey Hart starting 6th in the 23 machine, Thomas Merchant in the number 18 starting 7th, starting 8th, Brian Rathbone in the number 17.
Starting 9th, that number 21 car is Greg Evans. Starting 10th, that number 27 machine is Sean Coram. Starting 11th, number 44, Chris Pietro. And 12th, number 85 with Ty Hester.
And 13th, we have the 05 of Clint Myers. 14th, the number 7 truck of Hunter Kent. Starting 15th, the number 40 truck of Aaron Hutchinson sitting 2nd in the points. Starting 16th, we have Chad J. Sanseed in the number 76 truck.
And starting 17th, at number 33 is William Morris, number 8. Starting 18th, number 28 of Roger Stanley Jr. Starting 19th, number 88 of Brandon Puffenberger. Starting 20th, number 61 of Alan Piazza. And rounding up the field is starting 21st, number 32 of Mark Weiss.
See if we can't get the points leader, Glenn Stanley, for a couple of words here before we get green. Glenn, you got a copy?
10-4.
4th race of the chase, man. Sitting pretty good in the points. What you looking for this race?
Well, me and my draft partner, we're going to try to just stay clear of the trouble that's going to happen. I mean, you know, this is a big is going to happen. Even though the guys have practiced a lot tonight, we're just going to try to be steady and be there at the end. The last Super Speedway race we ran, I was by lap 3, so we're just going to try to keep it steady and constant and hope for the best.
10-4, Glenn. Hope you have a good race. Hope to see you at the end, man. Thank you for the time.
As the field's coming around of turn 4, we should see some fun, tight pack racing. Maybe get some lead cars pull away for a little bit. Hopefully, we should get a good run here with at least a good bunch of guys racing tonight.
And we should see a little bit of everything here, Sal. Some pack racing, some tandems, some breakaways. We'll see.
And of course, pace car has pulled away. Cars making their way. Trucks are making their way to the tri-oval. Should be getting a green flag here momentarily. And the green flag has dropped it. Todd Garrett's still in the lead. We're expecting anyone to jump the gun on this track. Expecting low gears here. So everyone's just going to take it easy, hopefully, get strung out, find their partners, just play their cars right to the last lap.
Yeah, in the early going here, we're going to see a lot of guys trying to get hooked up with whoever they were working with in practice, maybe some teammates, and see if they can't get to the front early on, see what they have in their trucks.
Looks like a 17 truck of, let's see, Brian Rathbone is left to draw on the outside. We don't know if he's, this is part of his plan of slowing, going to the bank and just waiting out for the last couple laps and making some move, or he's trying to get to his partner here.
Looks like here in the early going, Tim Merchant and Glenn Stanley have gotten hooked up, and they're looking to pull away a little bit.
And I got my eyes on here on the number 8 and number 36 machine of Todd Garrett and Benjamin Fuller. They are nose to tail pushing each other. There's no tomorrow coming out of 2. Like we expected early on, we'll see a bunch of guys just slowly trying to find their way down to that bottom groove. Play it smart. There's no need to, push that hard on lap 2. Working on 3 now, as we still have Todd Garrett and Benjamin Fuller up front.
Yep, we got Todd Garrett and Benjamin Fuller's got pulled away, and right behind him looks like we got some side-by-side racing going here. 2x2 about 3 rows back.
That won't last long here. The 2 guys are the leaders, Benjamin Fuller and Todd Garrett. They'll just keep on pulling their lead forward. They have all these guys in this pack. For some reason, pack racing, when you get 2x2 like that, it just slows them down. Letting the tandem trucks in front of them pull away.
Looks like still Garrett and Fuller out front, and then a little bit of a pack behind them. About what would you say, James? about 12 cars, and then behind them, way behind them, another little pack of about 6 cars bringing up over here.
And we just had the 23 car tag the outside wall going to the turns 1 and 2. Hopefully that doesn't take too much damage and ruin his aerodynamics of that truck, but it looks like he's able to suck up the draft and go with his partner. As we still have 2x2 from 3rd on back to 10th, 12th. As we got another breakaway on the top row, the 29 machine and the 21 machine of Glenn Stanley and Greg Evans.
So still 2x2 behind them, trying to get hooked up a little bit. Looked like the 14 and the 23 tried to get hooked up there for a second, and might have had a little arrow issue there as they came unconnected up on the top row.
Yeah, I was watching that as well. I didn't know what happened there. It could be right with the arrow, but it's a good save on that 23 part there. Corey Hart in that Hawks machine.
Looking at the 85 with Ty Hester, who actually looks like he lost the draft and is going to be eaten up by the second pack behind him. They're running single file.
Then we got the 23 again in the wall. That time it looked like it hurt where it wasn't supposed to. It looks like he's got some right front damage. Hopefully it won't affect him later on in this race.
Looks like this second group's going to go around the 85, led by Chad Gaines Sandsteed. Hooked up with his partner at the 40 of Aaron Hutchinson, who's sitting second in the points coming into this race.
I was wondering where Aaron was at there, Sprouse. I wheeled back and you started talking about them. I see that number 76 of the U.S. Army, Silverado up front her, leading the second pack, followed by Aaron Hutchinson and Roger Stanley Jr.
Yeah, South, I'm not sure if the 85 might have some damage or if this is part of his plan, but he is at the very tail end with no partner, and it looks like these guys in front of him are just going to start pulling away.
Hopefully he can suck up that draft. It doesn't look like he's too far behind, but you never know. Like Ian said, he might just sit back and wait, or he lost the draft. Hopefully that 85 machine, the Silverado trading paint structure, get up to that, catch up to that second pack, do some work.
Yeah, checking back at the front, Benjamin Fuller in the 36 and Todd Guerin in the Ron Paul Revolution Silverado have again checked out. They are gone. Actually did a switch there and lost almost no time.
So we can see on this Todd Guerin and Benjamin Fuller have pulled away to almost a 5-second lead. And that's the thing about these tandem races. You get these guys going, and they get the groove of switching on a good time, they'll have no problem the rest of this race. They'll just keep on pulling away as everyone else behind them is running 2 by 2.
Looks like the 21 and the 29 of Glenn Stanley and Greg Evans have pulled themselves out to a nice little lead as the second 2-car tandem and then 2 by 2 behind them. It's like another switch up front with the 8 and the 36. See if they can get hooked up just like they did on their last switch.
The 44, Chris Pietro, and the 13 of Jorge Leo have hooked up, and they're starting to make a move on the outside. Just above Thomas Merchant and the 18 machine. It's like the 21 and 29 machine. We're trying to make a switch coming out of 2, which is the wrong place to do a switch. Preferably going into the turns where you want to switch at, but the 44 of Chris Pietro has caught that 29 and slowing them down to their push up to the front.
So what gap the 29 and the 21 had is now gone, as 29 has actually gotten hooked up to 44 of Chris Pietro, and they're going to look to make a little bit of a run.
Yeah, that 29, that left rear quarter panel is kind of bunched up on my side. Hopefully that shouldn't do too much damage. Maybe that might create more downforce since that spoiler is lifted up. Maybe create them to be more loose going in the corners. Hopefully that truck will be stable throughout the race.
So back to single file basically all the way through the field. A little bit of action back here with plenty of Roger Stanley Jr., Hunter Kent, Alan Piazza, and the 88.
Because there's still some clean racing going on, we're going to go ahead and take a break and be back momentarily. And we're back at Talladega Super Speedway with Red Dog Racing. The elite driving experience as Benjamin Fuller and that 36 machine and that number 8 of Ty Guerin have definitely checked out. During the break, they pulled their leads at 9 seconds over Christy Pietro and Jorge Leal in third and fourth.
I'll tell you what's interesting, South, is the second pack is actually getting a little racy and letting this third group of cars maybe catch up a little bit.
Should be a bad move. The smart thing to do right now for that second group is just to go single file and that train going and catching up to the first and second guy, Benjamin Fuller and Todd Guerin. Like the second back here, they decided to break away from that single file line, and that's 13 and that 44 car. 13 and Jorge Leal and the 44 Christy Pietro went to the outside again, and hopefully Christy Pietro can push Jorge to the front, that 13 machine to the front.
Right in front of that, Glenn Stanley in the 29, who's the points leader coming in this race, getting pushed by the Menards Turtle Wax 27.
I guess I know you're going to be keeping an eye on tonight now. That 27, that Menards car, aren't you?
Yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on him all night. Don't like to root for people in the booth, but we certainly like the Menards cars.
Well, I don't know about we do. As we can see, they looked like they were trying to do a switch there. But it was able to...
Ooh, going a little low for the round two there.
I was able to open the door there for Jorge and Christy Pietro to break that run on the outside. Looks like they got something going on here. We'll see them up front here pretty soon.
Front of this pack, or still a 8.5 second lead for Todd Guerin in the 8 and 36 of Benjamin Fuller.
Just you never know what could happen. It always comes down to the last laps here. Last lap, last turn, maybe even the trial. Never know. It's definitely a track to remember here. If you win, if you get close to winning, your heart's still going and just blood's racing. So much build up and so much adrenaline here these last couple of laps. But we're still a ways from them. They're working on lap 17 now. We still have about 60 laps to go, guys. As you look like the 44 cars look on the underside of 13, so they're trying to make a switch going into 3, letting the 29 truck of Glenn Stanley and Greg Evans close that gap and break their switch up.
like that third pack back there of the 7 and the 76, and some others involved in that getting a little racy.
Go back up the front here with Talladega. Number 4 is still up front. Now it's up lap of 85, trying to paint some Ty Hester. Fortunately, Ty can keep up with that draft, and hopefully we get caution here and he can get his lap back here. Put the 85 machine up front again.
Fortunately, that's the product of this tandem racing. If you don't have a partner, you're going to be going to the back, and that's exactly what happened to 85 with Ty Hester.
I would say there's almost a 10 to 15 mile per hour difference if you're out of the draft, and it just seems like someone hit you with a baseball bat. You get no help at all.
Sorry to cut you off. Looks like the 21 and the 29 actually had to make a switch on the straightaway, and that's going to allow the guys behind them to get a huge run through 3 and 4.
Looking back on the third pack, the later in that pack, can get a later in the third pack, Brandon Buffenberg, the number 88 Striker Notes, that's Pro Shop truck. Arrow behind him seems to be single file. Hopefully they get something working out here. They catch up to the second group. Hopefully that when they get together, they can make that group and take down Tyler Garrett and Benjamin Fuller, who's continuing to dominate in this race with almost a 12-second lead now.
We've seen this third pack slow and steady getting back up there. The second pack, we should see some really good racing once they catch up.
And we're working on 20 caution-free laps so far. It's just to show you how good these guys are racing in the pack, maintaining their cool. It's got that 76 truck. Chad Sandstein going on the outside. And a little help from Aaron Hutchinson at 40 machine. Make a pass on Brandon Buffenberg on the outside, as he's also pulling behind him Roger Stanley at 28 truck, excuse me.
I'm not really sure what these guys are thinking in this third pack. They were doing a really good job of catching that second pack and would have been able to do some hard racing quicker, but it looks like they decided to get it moving with each other back there.
Don't know. I mean, it might look good on paper, but I mean, we're up here, we're not down there, so we don't really know what's going on. All we got is just a bird-eye view, but it's either they're getting too fast and they don't want to stand the line and they just want to go, and they want to go fast. That's Ricky Bobby would say it. I mean, I had to say it.
Understand.
You can't go fast at Talladega. You can't.
Yes.
I lost my wording here. Back to you.
So we're seeing multiple cars now getting around the 85 and Ty Hester. It's just a shame to see somebody lose the draft that early and just not have a chance. Maybe they'll get a caution here once these two packs get together. Maybe they'll get the lucky dog.
That's not enough miles from this third group. That 23 car, Corey Hart, has made his way through the middle of the pack by himself, trying to catch up to Chad and Aaron in that 40 and 76 machine.
Definitely just a matter of time till this third pack can get to the second pack.
So we go ahead and go through the top 10 right quick. The number still first is Todd Garrett, followed by Benjamin Fuller. Third is Thomas Merchant, followed by Brian Rathbone in fourth.
Sitting fifth at the 24th lap is Leo followed in 6th by Chris DiPietro, and the 29, the point leader, Glenn Stanley, runs 7th. Tim Merchant, 9th is Sean Kokorin, the number 27 at Menard's truck, sitting 9th, and Greg Evans rounding out the top 10, running the 21 truck.
Good. I got my eyes on Talladega and Benjamin Fuller as they make a switch going through. They got a switch coming at 2, so it looks like, and they got something going down. They got their rhythm, making their switches. They both got a bad fast setup there with that truck.
Yeah, looking at the both of them out to a 15-second lead.
Yeah, I would definitely have to say they definitely have checked out. As they're starting to roll in the tail end of the third group of number 33 machine, William Morris and Clint Myers, and the 05 machine.
I'm not really sure what happened to them south, if they maybe dropped back to get each other and lost the draft, or what happened there, but they are about to get lapped unless we see a caution in the next maybe lap or 2.
I don't think they'll need a lap or 2. They need a couple more seconds here because they're reeling them in. I'm looking at their speed. Benjamin Fuller, that's leading that tandem first and second, run 197. As William Morris and Clint Myers are both, looks like they're maintaining 194. It's got some 2-wide action back here for a battle for 7th. Let's just say 7th. It's just a big old
pack back there south. One lap you'll be running 4th, the next you'll be running 12th.
Definitely a roller coaster here as they see them go pretty wide here early on, lap 27 at 80 here. It doesn't look like they're going to make it 3 wide as Corey Hart actually tries to make it 3 wide. He's on the outside.
23 going through the middle.
Spoke to some I guess. I mean, he's still in the middle, right above the 17 Chad, trying to squeeze himself in and get that 17 machine, but looks like he made his way back to the bottom lane and has found himself underneath that 76 Chad. Stands to.
And like you said South earlier, once we got these 2 packs together, you knew that we're going to want to race it out a little bit, even if we just crossed it at 28th lap at 80.
Money we were sitting down.
Looking back out front with the 8 and the 36. Won't be long till they can get around the 05 and the 33 of William Morris and Clint Myers.
And we got the 23 car look on the outside again of number 76 Chad, followed by. He's got some else in that 13 machine right now. As he finds his way in front of Chad. And I don't know what's going on there, if he's just faster and he's passing through all these sitting ducks. He's definitely making his way up to the front by himself.
And just as we said would happen, Todd Guerin and Benjamin Fuller have scratched off a couple names on the victim list. Clint Myers and William Morris have been lapped out.
Fortunate to see 4 people a lap down so far. Clint Myers, William Morris, Tim Merchant, and Ty Hester.
And really, South Ty Hester's not far away from being lapped again. We don't mean to laugh, but, you know, once you lose a draft, you're cooked.
I bet you he's sitting there hoping for a caution. See if you get that lap back, stay out. Don't just risk it. I mean, you really don't need to take tires here. I mean, it's a good thing, but if if you got a good stable setup, you got the right tire pressure and camber set, really won't burn off that much. But they've been going on that for 30 laps here so far, so we should be seeing some green flag pit stops here pretty soon, Sprouse. It's like that big old second pack has thrown out. Oh, I'll take that back. We got 3 wide action in the trial left at 76 and 13 are making their way.
More 3 wide action with the 44, the 27, the 23.
Almost 4 wide going into turn 1 here. It's like that Menards truck and that 13 trying to pit when they can't make it.
And sometimes when the leaders check out like that, it's almost like you're racing for your own battle for the lead back here. See some guys taking some risks.
Now we have to agree with that. Trying to keep yourself pretty sane in that second group, knowing that the 2 cars up front have definitely checked out. I would say you're pretty much playing for keeps up in the second group right now. He's got the 13 on the outside, 21 truck making its way with some help.
You'll see that 14 and 10 Merchant actually a lap down in the middle of this scrum. Car's going to be looking to go 3 wide to get around him. Not sure if he has damage or if that was a simple loss of the draft, but whatever it is, he's going to be going back to this pack.
Definitely has cost him on that run right there. Like you said, we all know he lost the draft already. He's got some damage. As the 13 and the
Ooh, trouble in the back. Not sure who that was.
Actually,
looks like the 88.
Suspenders in the trial here.
Looks like the 7 of Hunter Ken involved the 88 of Brendan Puffenberg. Here. The 88. Not sure what happened. We'll have to re-rack that.
It's unfortunate to see that Farmer's Insurance truck all just mangled up, and as well as that Bass Pro Shops truck. Both about the same significant damage they have. Hopefully you got enough to fix it up and get back on track without losing that many laps.
Just take a couple looks at the replay here. It almost looked like the 88 thankfully just stopped, and the 7 had nowhere to go and just creamed him in the back. Not sure if he had some mechanical issues, maybe with the wheel or something.
Yeah, it does look like he just came to a complete stop and went to the track. Either his screen froze or something. I mean, mechanical, like you said, or he just lost vision.
So just to recap the standings after that, Todd Gary and Benjamin Fuller will have to come back to the pack now. There's still 1-2 Jorge Leal, Chris DiPietro, Corey Hart, the top 5.
Yeah, I was glad to see this caution though, Sprouse.
Yeah, it bunches everybody back up. Should see some good racing. We should see what happens with Todd Guerin and Benjamin Fuller if they can get hooked back up and get right back where they left off.
It's like we got some action underneath caution. Looks like that 7 car rammed in the back of the 88 car, but the 88 car kept it straight going down pit entrance. As Clint Myers gets the wave around this time around.
Of course, all the leaders going to come down the pit road, get some fuel. Not sure what we'll see on tires, but 34 laps in, we might not see any tires for some of these guys up front.
And looking down pit road, looks like everyone has decided to take tires. Could be 2, could be 4, but we know that Todd Guerin 8 machine has taken 4 tires and a fuel load.
Just watching the guy coming off pit road. Want to make sure nobody gets a Speeding ticket here. Long way to fall if you have to come and take a stop go here south.
Definitely stop and go on the green could cost you, definitely cost you maybe the race. Maybe not. Definitely would not have anyone to work with unless there's another guy that has got caught speeding as well. Then we're going to try to see if we can get a copy on Todd Garrett. Todd Garrett, you got a copy?
10-4.
Just tell us what was going on. It's like you and Benjamin Fuller in that 36 machine had a system going on. Y'all started lapping cars and had almost a 10-plus second lead over that second pack.
Yeah, we got hooked up on the start there. We kind of got away, and it was working, so we just kept going with it. And I guess we were hooked up tandem there, and the rest of the pack just kind of riding, so we were able to pull away.
Yeah, it's some good work from up above here. The question is, coming down to the last lap, if you guys are up front 1-2, would you dip your partner, or are you going to push him to the win?
Well, I mean, I guess I'm kind of sort of new to this series. I don't run it regularly, so I kind of got to go for the win. I don't know what his plans are. It was kind of an impromptu teaming up there, so you got to try to win. That's why you race, right? But yeah, I'm not gonna wreck him or anything like that for sure. We just kind of keep it clean, and whoever ends up in second on the last lap is probably gonna win it. So.
It could be the last guy in a big old record from last guy win the race. Well, thanks for your time. Hope to see you up there. Keeping yourself clean on down there on the track.
Thank you.
Just taking a look back here, a couple laps under caution. Looks like the 28 got into the 76 on the entrance of pit road and might have ruined both their days.
See if we can try to get a replay of that. If not, get flying on that as we look at the top of the board. Since I think we should be getting 1 to go here or 2 to go here.
Yeah, checking out the replay. That was not really sure what happened there. The 28 just straight plowed into the 76.
Those little lights are off the base car as the rest of the guys decided to stay out in front of the lead pack, getting their wave around. And we'll make our way to the top 10. First, you still got the 8 of Todd Garrett on the outside, 36 of Benjamin Fuller. Restarting third, 44 Christy Pietro, restarting fourth, number 13 Jorge Leal. And restarting fifth at number 27, Sean Corn.
Looking from 6th to 10th, Greg Evans in the 21 runs 6th. Thomas Merchant in the 18 runs 7th. Corey Hart in the 23 running 8th. Ryan Rathbone, haven't heard much from him tonight. Running number 17 Silverado and running 9th on the grid. Alan Piazza in the number 61 running 10th.
Yeah, you're right. We haven't heard much about that number 17 truck, Brian Rathbone, nor Alan Piazza. Both of them have been kept clean so far these last 37 laps here. Should be getting halfway here within a couple more laps. Hopefully the second half would go as good as the first half did, or maybe even better. Pace cars coming out of 4 should be ducking down here in the pit road, and everyone should be retying up their belts and white knuckle tight here pretty soon within a lap. As pace cars are going inside the duck inside, Todd Guerin will lead the field once again through the trial, taking green at the restart of lap 38.
And back to green flag racing. Let's see how quickly number 8 and 36 can maybe get hooked back up.
Hopefully they'll probably get hooked up with the backstretch, but it doesn't look like it has the 13s pushing that 36 truck. And probably seeing what they saw the first 37 laps, they're going to try to keep those two guys away from each other.
Definitely behoove the other drivers that were in that second pack 15 seconds behind at the end of that last run to separate those guys, really see what they're made of.
And it looks like it has worked out for that 44 machine, that 13 machine, breaking away that 36 and number 8 machine away from each other as the Jorge Leal and Chris Pietro are on the bumper there of Todd Guerin. Excuse me. No, that was correct. Todd Guerin, sorry. We got some cars getting shuffled back here. Everyone seems to have their nose clean. Either, once again, we'll see as we did on the first lap of this race, was everyone trying to find their partners, or trying to get down that bottom lane and work to the front.
Looks like Benjamin Fullermeyer found him a partner to get back up there to the 8-car Todd Guerin. We'll see if they kind of work together, if they keep these two partners they have right now. See, right in the middle of this scrum, I guess you call it, you got the 85 of Ty Hester, one lap down, looking to try to get that lucky dog. Fighting the, looks like he's fighting the 33 of William Morris for that. Like Roger Stanley Jr. able to get back on the track after that incident 3 laps down. Now his day will most likely be ruined. Shame to see a good car like that out this early in the race. Same thing for the 76 of Chad J. Sandstein, the U.S. Army Silverado, involved in that wreck. Try to get them interviewed later in the maybe if we got caution. As I see the 76 getting on that lead track, lap again now, but
fortunate to see that happen. That U.S. Army machine going straight to the back. Should be out front leading the way, as all the guys will do it. As we see, it looks like the 36 and the 8 have caught back up together.
Looking that way south, and that could spell trouble for these guys behind them.
Yeah, I didn't see how they got together back there, but to say it's something like that truck that caused them to get jumbled up back like that. Or it was just, magic trick up their sleeves. They were waiting for it at the right time. I'm going to work my way back up to the second pack here as we got some 2 wide action going on, almost 3 wide.
We got some 3 wide action coming around with lap car of Roger
Oh,
Jr.
it's a 20 car touched the 80. Oh, he saves it.
And might have trouble. What a save. No trouble. Trouble coming out too.
It's unfortunate to see that happen. Lap car getting I don't know if the lap car got in the way, but the lap car definitely was up high, and it looks like the 23 just either got too loose on the entry and touched the apron, and the apron just continued spinning himself around.
Yeah, we saw the 85 of Ty Hester doing his best to try to stay with that pack with the lucky dog. It looked like almost everything was saved, and Corey Hart got wrapped up in something with the 18 of Thomas Merchant.
Yeah, you really can't tell what was going on there, but it looks like the 85 is holding his line there going into turn 1 after it came out coming turn 1 coming almost 3 wide right before they entered the turn 1, but the 23 got on the inside there, the 85 and tagged him, caused him to go down on the apron and trying to save it there, but he might have slipped up a little bit too much and tagged that 18 truck.
Yeah, it was looking like a hell of a save for the 23 through there, and not sure what happened to 18. Just looked like he might have got a little loose and came down and smacked the 23. Real shame.
Some potential drivers here to win tonight. Hopefully they don't have too much damage and they can work themselves back up to the front. It looked like that could have been almost a race-ending wreck there. Like I think they come back up there and any more guys and end up causing more cosmetic damage there to this truck.
Yeah, like we said, a really good job of Corey Hart to keep it down there and not come back up the track and really cause some serious damage. But unfortunate, his day will probably be done.
As you're speaking now, Ty Hester, 85 trading paints machine. They're getting his wave around back. Hopefully, he won't make that same mistake earlier on and losing the draft or not having a partner. Hopefully, he can get a good finish out of that truck.
Yeah, I can tell you some of the hardest laps you'll ever do on iRacing is laps alone when you've lost a draft at a super speedway. It's just killer.
It does kind of get boring. I start singing to myself. I don't know about anyone else, but that's just me.
Looks like we have the 27 of Sean Kokorin stay out, try to get himself a bonus point or two. See if he ducks in the pit road at some point here, which will allow William Morris to get the wave around. Actually be really good news for him as he was a lap down also battling the 85 for that wave around, or that lucky dog, excuse me. But might be able to get it back the old-fashioned way here.
Speaking of 85 machine, I was watching down pit road. He definitely blew past his pit lane by a long shot, and he had a reverse down pit road, which could possibly cause him another penalty here. Just can't tell if he was practicing his parallel parking there, or he definitely overshot his pit roading.
Definitely did not get in there very well. Spotter and crew chief are going to have to get together and do a better job of getting him in his box. Looks Looks like Sean Corcoran's actually going to stay out in that 27 Menards Turtle Wax Silverado, and William Morris might be out of luck here as he's going to have to drop back to the back.
Definitely some change in the race so far as some people decide to go in the pits and top off or take 2 tires or not. Of course, there's some people who
saw an earlier incident with the 28 of Roger Stanley Jr. and the 776 of Chad J. Sandsteed under caution. Let's see if we can get a word with Roger Stanley Jr. about what happened. Roger, you got a copy?
Really don't know as of yet. I mean, I know I was going to stay on track. I think Chad was thinking about going into pits because I looked at the replay and I was still at 137. He was at 66 and locked him up, but it just didn't stop in time.
Roger that. Really unfortunate to see your day in that early.
Well, we're going to try to get it fixed up as good as we can, get back out here and see what we can get out of it.
10-4. Thank you for the time, Roger.
Thank you.
So real quick, just the update the running order back to front, starting all the way in the back. Another incident we saw bring out that last caution with the 23 getting nudged by the 85, went down on the apron. Let's see if we can get a word with the 23 of Corey Hart. Corey, you got a copy?
You got the 23, go ahead.
10-4. We saw you almost had that save. Looked like the 18 might come down and got you. What'd you see?
Man, look, we've been working on this little unit. We've been working on this Red Dog 23 Doghouse Chevrolet all night long. She came up through the pack. I was really looking forward to it, but I don't think she hurt too bad. I think we're going to get us at least top 5 out of it tonight. I think it's going to look good for the Team Doghouse Chevrolet. Over.
10-4, love the optimism. Corey, go get him, man.
You got it, man. I appreciate y'all out there, man. It's a good job.
definitely might have to do some more in-race car reporters from Corey Hart there in that 23 machine.
Definitely a personality.
Now we're going to go ahead and recap the top 10 right quick before they drop the flag again. Restarting first in the 27 machine, Sean Corey. On the outside, on that number 44, Chris Pietro. Behind them, third spot, number 13 of Jorge Lau. And fourth, number 21, Greg Evans. And fifth, number 29, Glenn Stanley, our points leader.
And sixth, we heard from that 17, Brian Rathbone. We didn't know what he was head cooking, but he's up in the top 10, sitting sixth. Benjamin Fuller in the number 36, running seventh. Eighth, Aaron Hutchinson, who right behind Glenn Stanley, sitting second in the points. Running ninth, the 8 truck, of Todd Guerin. We'll see if he can get hooked up with somebody like he was earlier in the race. And rounding out the top 10, Tim Merchant, the 14 machine.
I was recapping on that. It looks like that 7th spot, that number 36, Benjamin Fuller, and starting on the outside lane as well, or on the inside lane, excuse me. Right behind him, his partner has been working with all night long, Todd Guerin. Hopefully they get hooked up back again and make their way up to the front. As the pace car has pulled in once again. Let's see that 27, Sean Corey, lead the way to the trial on turn 1.
It's like Ty Hester's back on the lead lap for number 85. He's wasting no time sticking that one in the middle. Just recap a couple of drivers we've lost. Looks like number 7, 100 King involved in that early wreck has taken it in. Also, Brandon Puppenbarger on the 88 also had to park it. And looks like Clint Myers had to go back in as well.
Oh, that's the number 33 machine of William Morris. I don't know if he was trying to dodge the 23 Corey Hart, but definitely shot up to the track, almost hitting the wall, but at the same time, he almost cut it loose coming back down and went back into the Corey Hart, but he definitely saved it that time.
Back in the front, getting real racy up there with Sean Kakor still leading the way at number 27 Menards Turtlewax Silverado, getting a little bit of help from the 14 or the 13, excuse me, on 1-8 wheel.
Yeah, no one has yet to pull away from these guys. Close racing up here, but not too far behind them. We can wait for the number 36 8 machine to break their way up to the front.
And as you say that, looks like the 36 moves up to the top of the track to try and get the 8. Let's see if they can't make a little run to the front now.
There's a guy almost 3 wide going to the turns 1 and 2. Good save there on 27. Looks like he's
like 3 wide down the back straightaway with the 40 and the 85, along with Todd Guerin in the 8.
Like I said earlier, we're working on lap 50, going on 51 now. We still got about 30 laps remaining. It's a little too racy going on right now, but you know they could be setting up for the last 10 laps here. It's got a 13 on the outside, blocking that 36
it's like
car.
the 8 going to try to go
I don't know if they decided to work out new partners or, you know, they had a fight during the prom and they had to split together, but definitely they're losing ground between each other here.
Talking about there still being 30 laps left and wanting to kind of get a feel for things, but sometimes that's easier said than done. Sometimes you just want to go fast.
You had to get that one out of the way, didn't you?
Well, you got to get it earlier. Speaking of going fast, it's like 36. It's like the 36 is not him and his partner and Jorge Leon. They'll try to go to the front, battling the 21 and 44 Persky PH.
As I said, I'm looking at the big car again. Todd Guerin, he's pushing that 29 machine. Glenn Stanley, once again, our points leader. Doesn't need to get a good fan. As we got a wreck coming off too. I believe no caution yet.
Caution looks like the 18 of Thomas Merchant involved.
It looks like we're still going green. It's unfortunate to see that happen.
Not sure if that was just a pushing at you with it looks like William Morris might have just got in the back of the 18 and just didn't get a good push and spun him right around.
As we're talking there, the 36 machine has pushed the 13 machine way out to the front. Followed by Benjamin Ford and Greg Evans and Chris DiPietro as well.
Just to recap something from that restart, looks like the 85 of Ty Hester, as we said, he was moving on that restart. Looks like he got a black flag, had to come in and serve what looked like to be a 15-second penalty.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see that happen. It's got the 61, looks like he's going to try to dip down the front of that 27 machine. I haven't really talked much about Alan Piazza tonight. He's been keeping his nose clean. Just since he's a late bloomer here in these kind of races. I really don't know how these guys race here at Red Dogs. It's only our second broadcast, maybe our second race as a group here, but so far, a great group of guys. And no problem at all here at Talladega Super Speedway.
again, if you want to check these guys out, they're at reddogairlines.com. You see the tab up there for iRacing. Go check them out. And, again, reddogairlines.com. They also do a lot of flight sims, so if you're into that, two birds with one stone.
Or one stone with two birds. Whatever which way you think about it. I mean,
yeah.
So
pretty wide
a no-brainer for the night.
It's like the 29 and the 8 car making a switch, and Corey Beal along with Benjamin Fuller taking advantage going through the middle.
You know, the pull up binoculars has to wait their way to the back stretch. I'm looking close at that 27 Menards car. Looks like he's definitely have to apply some turtle wax to that car. He's got donuts all up and down the side of that car and just paintbrush off the bottom.
Yeah, some battle wounds for the 27. Kind of bring that home, or bring that truck home with a good finish, and you feel even better about it.
I don't know if turtle wax is going to happen from others, but hey. I don't know what you can say about that.
Not much. We see these the 27 and the 61 actually caught up to these guys pretty quick and had to back off.
I'm going to go ahead and take a break here. We should be back.
Back, looking about 23 laps to go. Out in front, Jorge Leal and Benjamin Fuller found a new partner. He's running out front. So it's going to be interesting to see if they get a chance of the 8 and the 36 will be hooked back together come the end of this race up.
Yeah, looking at the back, he's still sitting there just still a lot of laps left. Definitely a lot of laps left. You can see that Ron Paul Revolution truck up there in winter circle tonight. Looking up front, we still got Benjamin Fuller. Up front, leading the way. Behind him, Jorge Leal in the 13 machine. As well as Greg Evans and Christian Yates right behind him.
Greg Evans is really a solid day. Haven't talked about him much, but been running in the packs, keeping his nose clean, see if he can get to the end of this race with a decent finish.
I recall, I haven't seen Aaron Hutchinson, Lynn Stanley break that top 5 there. Yeah, they've been sitting in the back all night long waiting for this last couple laps here.
It looks like we got Aaron Hutchinson in the 27 of Sean Kokorin in the Menards Turtle Wax Silverado. They're going to be looking to make a run to the front.
And I mean, look at their going there. It feels like everyone has found their partner. Hopefully they may stick with them towards the end of the race. last lap, last corner move. Just have to wait to find out. It looks like we're almost going 3 wide under the tri-oval at the 27 stuck in the middle. No, take that back. They spread out and went back tandem there.
Yeah, looking under 20 laps to go here. Probably going to have to dance with whoever you're with now. Not going to be a lot of partner changing the rest of the way.
No, that's like the lead pack. Chris Pietro, Greg Evans are catching up on the lap cars. About 23 at Corey Arden, 85 Ty Hester. But once again, now the lap down due to green flag, black flag. If that makes sense. There's something that happened that pit stop he did where he went backwards or in the pit road. I mean, which probably was a no-no. But unfortunately, he had to pay for it.
We see some big-time action in this pack for the lead here. A lot of shuffling, a lot of moving forward and moving backward. It's getting to work go time, so guys are really stepping up again.
And they probably get the call from their crew chief there, sending them top of the war rack and tell them to make their move now and forever hold your position, I guess you could say. Definitely, you can see the aggression level and the racing level going up a couple more notches. Hopefully when these guys catch up to these lap down cars will give them respect and get out of their way. Or it could just end up changing up to these whole entire tandem drivers. Finding new partners here.
Really wouldn't want to see these lap guys get in the way of guys racing for the win, but
once again, out of nowhere, as we were speaking, Todd Guerin, that 8 machine up in front again with a help.
Some 3 wide going through the tri-oval there. Getting around them lap cars, got to do what you got to do with 15 to go.
Unfortunately, that 27 machine slipping away from the lead pack. Hopefully, he can catch a good draft and make his way back into the pack. Don't want to see that Menard's car outside of the top 10.
And speaking of the top 10, just to recap from 10th to 1st, Tim Merchant in the 14 running 10th. Looks like he might have lost the draft. Sean Cacorn, we were just speaking about him in 9th. Aaron Hutchinson, the 40 running 8th. Alan Piazza come to life here at the end in the 61 running 7th. Steve Pietro in the 44 running 6th.
And 5th, number 10, Ravelio. 4th, 36, Fuller, followed by. Actually, gonna take that back now. It's
a lot of shredding
tire here.
Yeah, they're going 3 wide.
It's hard now to give out a recap of the top 10.
Hard to recap car positions when they're changing every 2 seconds out.
It's like trying to chase down ants with a magnifying glass. Of course, if you think about it, it really doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. Interesting little tandem here with Todd Guerin and the Ron Paul Revolution car pushing the points leader against Glenn Stanley. We saw Todd Guerin working really good with Benjamin Fuller early in the race, so we know he can push and be pushed. We'll see if he's going to be there at the end. That's 3 wide.
Almost 3 wide. If they ever make that switch and just bunch up everyone as a person who's been well all night long is that 61 pass, and he's definitely making his way to the front here.
A lot of action now, getting toward go time, almost 10 to go. Officially about 13, 14 laps to go, so these guys are really, really stepping on the pedal to the metal now. No more lifting.
Definitely. I would have to say they're the way these guys are racing, they're definitely playing for peeps here.
Well, they're definitely playing for peeps here at the end. So.
We might have to fill these guys in later about what playing for peeps is. Definitely completely different from playing for keeps.
It's obviously the intensity level much higher when you're playing for peeps than playing for keeps.
So you're thinking about the cute
leaders
little
getting around these lap down cars. 44 getting a nose under the 21, gonna have to move him up, and the 61 gonna take advantage, pushing the 44 right on through the middle.
As I said earlier, that 29 cars, different tandem that we have seen all night long, but they seem to be working well here in these last 2 laps.
What's interesting here is we have 7 cars up in this pack, and 2-car tandems. Somebody's gonna be left out to dry here. Right now it looks to be the 44. Sorry. 21, Greg Evans.
Yeah, they all look like there's 3 cars in the field that look alike.
So some switching, some battling, some 2x2. Looks like we got 2x2, about 3 back, and 3 wide. 4 wide. Still some 3 wide action for the lead. About as good as it gets here.
Good job not avoiding each other there, going 3 wide, and definitely a wide track to do 3 wide. Just have around a good group of guys.
That's exactly what we have here. South lot 3 wide right there. A lot of giving and taking. Well, more like just taking.
Oh yeah, definitely these last 20, almost 10 laps now. It's been more of the take part. Now the hole's open, to go for it here, and hopefully someone will follow.
A lot of hard racing has actually got a couple of guys from the back up into the mix. Aaron Hutchinson getting some help from the lap down car, and Todd Hester, who had to serve that black flag earlier. He got in trouble. Looks like Aaron Hutchinson got blown up.
It's unfortunate to see that 40 truck blow it. I don't know what happened. I mean, I don't think he was pushing the 85 machine too hard, or didn't break away to get enough air, but all of a sudden he just blew his engine going out of the corner there.
Real shame to get back up to the pack, and you can almost taste it when you get that far up from that far back, and the day's going to end just like that. Real shame.
As we were coming around this long time behind, we got 9 laps to go. Definitely probably will see a little calm before the storm action going on here. Everyone's trying to find their way, trying to start playing things out, what to do with 2 laps to go, 3 laps to go, 1 lap, maybe 1 lap to go. It can be happening from front to back, seriously, back to front, just like that within a lap. So we have seen it on the live back in the day. We all seen Dale Earnhardt going from, 14th to 1st within 1 lap with Kenny Wallace pushing him, if I do recall.
I believe that's, actually I have no idea, but sounds good.
I saw something on TV, I don't know. Of course, we all learn things from the TV nowadays, but, internet. Anyways, off topic here. As we got some 2 wide going on here, it looks like almost a 13 and 21 touch.
Under 10 laps to go here. We're going to be coming around to... around 8 to go here, and guys are really starting to push. Again, we have 7 cars up here for, so it's interesting to see. Looks like the 61 of Alan Piazza's done a really good job of hanging in there, not losing the draft.
Speaking of losing the draft, I talked about him earlier ago, maybe about 5-10 laps ago, but Jonathan Corrin, unfortunately, that 27 Menards car, that is 23 seconds behind that lead pack.
Just a real shame to see that, South.
Well, if it was a different paint scheme, I wouldn't be in the same boat as you are right now.
So back to the action out front. 13 still leading the way, getting a little help from the 21 of Greg Evans. Looks like we're going to have some 3 wide here, maybe even some 4 wide.
I mean, we do got some 3 wide going on here on the outside. It seemed like the 13 car was holding those guys back of 36, full and 61 Alabama. But definitely that 13 truck has been left to try, and hopefully we'll see the 61 and 36 pull away and back down that sideline.
Yeah, it looks like they might have to do a switch right there, and 13 has no place to go.
Definitely, I see some black cars in front of this lead pack, and definitely it will play the outcome here these last couple laps remaining.
We talked to Roger Stanley Jr. earlier. It looks like he's going to move out the way and stay high and let these guys go, which is the right thing to do, especially with 5 to go.
Like that group of leaders have made their way cleanly through that black car, and the black car gave them respect and staying out of the way and let them race for the last 5 laps behind here. Around this time, you'll start seeing some more people start getting a little more antsy here. As we said, 29 car spinning and down on the apron, he saves it, but he's back on the track now. Definitely a good save. I don't know if that would be the close save of the day, but it was definitely up there.
Really unfortunate too, because Wayne Stanley was the points leader coming in this race, and looked like he might have had a car to win. And caution before Forgas turned around. I'm not sure if that's going to do it for us, Sal.
Not too certain. We might get a little one last shot out here.
Looks like the 13 and the 44 of Chris DiPietro, and did a really nice job of keeping that off the wall. Still brought out the caution. We'll have to see if that's going to do it.
And he definitely did save his car going into that wall, though. He spun himself, almost tagged that wall, but he kept that nose away from the wall. Not too certain this will be the end of the race, but we might get a green light check here.
Just checking out a replay here, it looks like indeed Jorge Leal just got into the back of the 44 just a little bit wrong and spun him right around.
Like I was saying, I guess I spoke too soon there. We did say everyone's going to start getting antsy here.
There's definitely go time, and you can see with the 29, unfortunate happened to him back in 2, and then right there, the 44 getting spun around. Time to go.
If you do get a one lap shootout here, definitely we'll see some tight, antsy, aggressive racing here for this long lap shootout. You won't see a tandem, you might see a pack race more than a tandem racing.
Yeah, really, with one lap, you don't really have time to get any breakaways or anything. It's just a bunch of guys racing for one spot.
Yeah, you really don't have time to think at all. There's one lap to go.
Break for Sean Corn if we do go back green here. Him and also Tim Merchant in the 14, as they'll be able to come back around and get on the lead lap. They were looking to probably get lapped there.
I don't know about lap, but they're definitely working on it there.
Be nice to see that 27 Menards truck get back in the groove here and maybe have something for them.
As it looks like any of the leaders will not be now pitting. Just a smart move here. With these last 3 laps remaining. Man, we do have the 27 Sean Corn in the pit lane taking some fuel in 4 tires. I really don't know why. I mean, he could be one of his strategy here. I don't know if you know anything, Sprouse. Maybe we can get him on the ears.
Here with the 27 truck of Shonka corn. You got a copy, Sean?
Yeah, I got a copy. Very good.
Yeah, 10-4. Saw you go in and get some tires there. Just setting up for this maybe one lap shootout here.
Yeah, we'll give it a try. I didn't pit last time around, and everybody else did. I got trapped out there, so I just kind of had to roll with what I had and try and get some tires in, see what we got.
10-4. Thanks you for the time, Sean.
Thank you, guys.
Just trying to confirm here, guys, but I believe we are going to get one to go. A one-lap shootout here at Talladega to settle the score here in Red Dog Racing.
Yeah, anyone from 1st to 9th can have the chance to win here on this last lap. My bet going to be on that, we'll go at number 14, Tim Merchant.
Really good racing here tonight, guys. Looks like this was our 4th caution.
Yeah, 4 cautions within 80 laps is not a bad gig at all. That's just to show you how good these guys are racing here at Red Dog Racing.
Just to recap the top 5 here, Benjamin Fuller out front in the 36. Alan Piazza, we were wondering when he was going to start to go. He put himself in a pretty good position here. Running 2nd, Greg Evans in the 21. Running 3rd, Jorge Leal's been out in front most of the day, been hanging around, running 4th. And Kristen Pietro in the 44 running 5th. And indeed, they will be having one to go. One lap shootout here at Talladega.
Tapping on the radios here. I think we might get a 2-lap shootout. Maybe, I don't know. It could be hearing different people talking, but it's either a 1 or 2-lap shootout here we got going on. Take back what I said. If it was hearing on the wrong channel here, and we'll have a 1-lap shootout, like Sprouse said.
So we are definitely playing for peeps now, guys. 1 lap to go. No cautions. We're going to be racing to the checkered flag.
Definitely staying in there in a caution, though. As the pace car making its way through turns 3 and 4. The little drivers will tighten their belts one more time for this one lap shootout. Should be an exciting finish here with Red Dog Racing. As the pace car prepares to dip down back on the pit lane for the last time tonight. We'll have Benjamin Ford take the field to the trial for the last time, followed by Alan Piazza on the outside. As the green flag drops, everyone is going up the pace here. As we can see, 13 and 61, and 13 is pushing that 61. Trying to push him up to the front here, going in the one.
A lot of bumping here. 3 wide going down in the one with the 8 car on the high side.
I don't think the 8 car will be out there that long. Either he's got a faster car or not, but definitely I don't know.
He's getting a whole run on the 61 as well. Getting 3 wide 61s in the middle. A lot of out in front though.
As they're still making a close 3 wide here on the backstretch. Benjamin Fuller and Alan Piazza definitely have checked out from the little group there.
We'll see if Piazza just pushes them to a win or tries to do something on its own. Might risk having the 44 and the 29 get a run if he tries something.
They never know. They got to put the Stanley not too far behind them. They can get a last chance.
Looks like we got trouble with the 13 and the 29 of Glenn Stanley. And it's going to be Benjamin Fuller taking the checkered flag.
It's important to see our points leader getting that trial before they even cross that line. That's the thing about Talladega here, that start-finish line is past that trial as it is at Daytona. So you're giving that extra couple hundred feet of racing to go. But that will wrap up this race at Talladega Super Speedway. 8 laps of Red Dog Racing, the elite driving experience. Just to recount the rest of the race, I believe we only had 4 cautions in that 80 laps. Benjamin Fuller is our winner tonight, followed by potential seconds at 21 Grant. It's 43rd, 44 Chris Pietro, 4th number 61 Alan Piazza, and 5th number 27 Sean Gordon.
Back just outside the top 5, Ty Guerin, the 8 truck finishes in 6th. That was that Ron Paul Revolution truck, excuse me. The 7th place spot goes to the number 14 truck, a Tim Merchant. Jorge Leal saw him out in front a lot of the race, having fun. He's going to take it home at 8th. Glenn Stanley, the point leader involved in that last incident with Jorge, he's going to be 9th. He'll be disappointed with that run there south. Thought he might have had something for him. William Morris going to round out the top 10 in that 33 machine.
We're going to try to get tonight's winner, Benjamin Fuller, down there in Victory Lane.
Benjamin Fuller, a hell of a win, dude. You got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4, go ahead.
Saw you out there out in front most of the day, working with the 8, working with a couple different guys. Tell us about your day, start to finish.
Yeah, the Team Du Bois Chevrolet really hooked up tonight. Pretty much any truck we got behind, we was able to get to the front.
10-4 again. Congrats on the win. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
See if we can't get a couple more post-race interviews here before we wrap this up. See if we can't get, we saw the 76 was involved in an early incident, I believe with the 28 of Roger Stanley Jr. Let's see if we can get Chad, see what happened on his end. Chad, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
What happened there, with that entrance to pit road with you and the 28, man?
I'm not sure, actually. I know I was slowing up and trying to avoid some trucks that were in front. That's why I stayed out a little bit more than I wanted to. But I slowed way up and didn't realize he was coming that quick.
10-4, unfortunate to see that, man. Go get him next week.
Yep.
See if we can't get one more post-race interview here. See if we can't get Alan Piazza. Alan, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. Come on.
Solid fourth-place run for you today. Tell us about your day.
Well, I certainly have to thank Red Dog Racing and Red Dog Airlines, Hall's Welding. The Red Dog Airlines Silverado was off the hook. I started in last place. If the caution hadn't come out, I would have been right there with Ben Fuller, and we would have been neck to neck there at the end. But with the restart, unfortunately, I was on the outside lane, and I had George Leal behind me. And son of a gun, I went to switch, change my gears in a tranny, and she didn't want to switch. So that's why we got kind of bottled up on the high side, unfortunately. I felt bad for George, but he did get down the low side and go on by. So, but fourth place, Talladega, I'll take it.
10-4, man. Good run. We'll see you next week.
All right. I appreciate it. Good to talk with you guys.
Well, that will wrap up tonight's event at Talladega Super Speedway with Red Dog Racing. As next week we move on to definitely the opposite side of racing, short track racing. We go from Super Speedway to short track racing at Martinsville. Should be fun. Should be a lot of beating and banging, but of course rubbing is racing. Well, I'd like to thank again Red Dog for hosting this televised event tonight, as well as myself and our partner James Sprouse up here. It's a fun time. Hopefully everyone else had fun.